Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Trump Super Bowl 2025. That is coming up in about 3.5 hours. Pretty exciting. I think that's really positive. This is going to be the first sitting president at the Super Bowl, so I think that's pretty amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to check that out in a second. Don't forget to subscribe on the way in, smash the like button, get into the comment section, and let's have a fun show. So yeah, we're looking really good there. We're going to have talk about Pulsechain and Hex, of course. X28 Omnichain update. We're going to do that. And Ouroborus launch has got a countdown. It's just been put live, so we're going to have a look at that too. Ouroborus, of course, being the big lending platform, stablecoin USDX coming for Titan X28X system. So that's pretty awesome. So make sure that you get in the chat there, get lively. Let's have a quick look at a bit of a feed of Trump arriving to the New Orleans. So let's have a quick look at that. It's kind of cool. Let's go. Let's add that in, and bam. So there's a bit of a feed from earlier. I've just cut through to when he comes off with the umbrella. Weather obviously a little bit wintry. There it is, winter in America at the moment. It is summer down under here in New Zealand. President Trump arrives at NOLA, getting off there, and you can see the umbrella. So a bit weathery there. On Air Force One, the badass airplane there for the president, which is pretty awesome, and a symbol of America's power and greatness. Secret Service, you got the military there as well. Pretty awesome. I love the salute. I love the formality. Very cool. And there's Trump going to get into his I guess his armored limousine. Not bad with the old presidential seals on there as well. So looking pretty cool. I notice his detail has changed quite a bit in terms of this Secret Service. There's the Trump family coming down as well. Looks like was it Lara Trump and Eric Trump and things like that. So kind of cool. Very cool. I bet it would be a fun time to go for a ride on that plane. I know I've seen, look how thick that door is on that car. Look how thick that door is. That's crazy. That is some crazy thickness on that door. Definitely bulletproof. I wonder if it must be able to take an RPG. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? It's pretty amazing. So that was Trump arriving with his family for the Super Bowl. So pretty cool. Now we've also got the game itself coming up. It's in 3.5 hours Eastern time, 6:30 Eastern time, and we've got apparently this team has played before against each other, so that's going to be pretty fun. It looks like one team is slightly favored here, and the Philadelphia Eagles slightly favored, 56 to 44. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so fun times there. Now we also got it on Yahoo. Yahoo's got it. So Super Bowl live updates, Chiefs versus the Eagles start time, how to watch location, etc. And that's looking pretty cool. So Super Bowl final is here. Two of the preseason favorites to get the end of the line. The two-time defending champions, Kansas City Chiefs, 15-2, and the Philadelphia Eagles, 14-3. Have made it to the New Orleans to meet a chance to win the Lombardi Trophy. So there we go, the Lombardi Trophy. So yeah, if you're in the Super Bowl, that's super bullish. I don't follow American football. We call it gridiron that much, but it's certainly a fun game for sure. We play rugby down here, and it's a lot more physical. So it's, I don't know, it's a bit more interesting from that point of view. Plus, where you grow up, you probably is just. I do like the fact that they have all the pads and the helmets and everything else on. It's pretty badass, and yeah, huge part of American culture, which I love. I love to see them celebrate that. So pretty neat. So yeah, that is coming up 6:30 Eastern time. So it's about 3.5 hours at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, and of course it will be on Fox, streaming on Fubo and Tubi, which must be two US streaming services. There, so not bad. So let us know which team you're picking for the win, the Chiefs or the Eagles. Let us know if you're familiar with that. So that is pretty much the Super Bowl, and I think it's pretty neat having the president there, first sitting president at the Super Bowl. Really just a sign of America back on track. American greatness, and we need it for the rest of the world. We need it, a strong America, and that's going to benefit us with peace, prosperity, and safety, and of course, better society. Pretty awesome. What else we got? Blair in the house there. Hi all, good to see you, Blair. I hope you're enjoying it. Let us know if you watching the Super Bowl or betting on it or anything like that. Wookie's in the house says, "What's the Super Bowl? Hope it tastes good." Wookie loves his sport, so he's only kidding there. He also likes his food because he's a bit of a chef. So I know he'll be enjoying that. So Super Bowl is on, Wookie. You'll probably be watching it. I don't know if they have Sky Sport. They have Super Bowl. Not sure. Let us know. We've got Fergal in the house there. Hi from Kerry Island. Good to see you, Fergal. Hope you're doing well there in Ireland. And it's good to see some of the people standing up for themselves in Ireland. Boy, it's a beautiful country with incredible culture. I hope you guys end up protecting it, because it's we're all under threat. All countries, we're under threat here in New Zealand from the globalist agenda, which is it's good to see Trump coming into America, but we've got some pretty bad leaders here trying to destroy our society. So it's pretty hard to get on. But big shout out to you today. Certainly been a big thing recently. Now let's get into crypto. So Super Bowl giving some positivity there. BTC at 96,100, down just 0.6% at the moment. Bitcoin dominance at 59.5%. Ethereum there is up a little bit there. At what's Ethereum there at up 6,500%, $2,600. Solana is up 0.6% as well, and that's $198. BNB is down, I should say, 0.6%, and a BNB is down 0.3% there, $615. XRP down 2% at $2.37. But Tron is making a little bit of a green movement there, up 0.4%, 23.5 cents almost. We also got Litecoin there too, is up 0.7% as well, $105, so not bad there. So those are some of the leaders in the old crypto. Let's jump over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin at the moment, $96,000. This is the hourly chart for Bitcoin, and we did see it get down to just below $95,000, but it's had a nice rebound there. So sold off, got down to 94,700. And has bounced back up to almost 96,000 here on Coinbase. That's on the hour. Let's go look at the daily. The daily here, and let's auto log that because that's not auto fitted. So let's do that. And we can see that the 50-day in yellow is currently at 98,400, and the 200-day is at 83,900. So we're just below the 50-day there at the moment, 96,000. So about $2,400 below the 50-day average there. So far, everything's still looking pretty good to me. Obviously, you wouldn't want to really break down from 92K. We have defended 92 a lot, and so things are still looking pretty good there. Looking at Bitcoin returns, so look at that. We're still down negative 6.86%, so we're worse than yesterday, obviously. We were about 5.3% down. We're at 6.8% down for the month of February. Remember, February is one of our greenest months, so we're still looking for that turn in the old crypto. We had 43% last year, so we've still got quite a bit of February to go. Well, about 2/3 of February to go. So let's see how we get on in the next couple of weeks. Looking at the Bitcoin halving, we're still waiting for the big altcoin season, the big parabola here. It's still to come. We have got rumors on the street of large capital coming in possibly next week, and also Q2 for the year. So we'll see how that goes. Eventually, we'll get this big run in this altcoin season. I think things are looking pretty good on this chart for that. And Bitcoin hasn't really even done a 3x yet, so on the previous high. So still in play for that. Looking at the Bitcoin ETFs, I haven't looked at this for a while, but we've had some good money coming in here. These green candles are US dollars, so we've had some decent candles here. $7.75 billion there, even up to almost $1 billion there on the 17th of January. So we've had some good numbers in here. Obviously, before that, in December, it was sort of a bit of sell-off. Early, the first part of January, bit of a sell-off. But we've had actually quite a few green times here with the Bitcoin ETF So cash is flowing into the market. I think that's going to, like I say, rumors on the street. We could get quite a bit of capital coming in next week and Q2. So whether those rumors come true is another question, but they're from insiders inside of some of these, ETFs and other things like that. So we'll try and get more intel on that one. So that's Bitcoin ETFs. Looking at Ethereum, Ethereum on the hourly had the similar sell-off to Bitcoin. Got all the way down here on the hourly, down to 2,500. Has bounced back to 2,600 here on the hourly. Looking at the daily on the Ethereum, let's auto fit that too. We've got almost a death cross coming up on Ethereum. So yeah, hey, just one moment. I'm gonna have to pause the video for a moment. Yeah, thanks for that. Someone coming to visit, so kind of cool. Anyway, so yeah, Ethereum there at $2,600, holding up there. So let's jump over to Pulsechain and talk about that. Because Pulsechain day 639, so it's pretty much close to the finish there. Wookie says, what? Hope it ain't kryptonite. No, not kryptonite there, Wookie, but good thoughts. So we've got Pulsechain actually doing okay. So Pulsechain pretty flat today at quadruple 0539. It's about 54% of the main sacrifice price. Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0398, up about 1%. The buy and burn still at 1.25 trillion, which is not bad. So it's taken away 6.3% now of all public Pulsex is bought up and burned. Now, this takes us back to Richard Hart's post about Pulsechain being burned off, accelerated with the increased volumes going through pump.tires site that Richard Hart has been promoting. And of course, Pulsex there increasing the buy and burn with their volume as well. Incentive token at the moment, $2.58, is up 3.67%. The ratio has jumped from yesterday. We were at about 46,500. After the previous day, we'd been at 50,000. We're now at 48. So we're in a kind of the middle there, 1,000. So that's looking pretty good. $2.58, up 3.7%, and about 55 million supply, if that number is accurate. Now, HEX on Pulsechain is about 1.54 cents. So it's looking pretty good, actually. EHEX at 2,900, depending some buying price of EHEX and PX sitting at 1.83 cents, which is pretty amazing. That's definitely recovered somewhat, so good to see that. And HEX Pulse is up, almost 1%. I kind of feel like HEX is going to start running away. We saw that depends what the OA continues to do with those 7-day stakes, because it's basically halved the yield, more than half the yield from 7.5 HEX per T-share down to about 3.6, I think, something like that. So that's dramatic. If the market starts pricing that in, that is huge. So we'll see what the OA does. I think it's only a 7-day stake. So let's see how that plays out. But keep an eye on that, because HEX could really start running away. Remember, also because the incentive token has been cut, inflation's been cut 10x just the other day. That will pull off some capital, and capital is definitely shed out of the farms for V1 PulseX. But it also means they've got smaller liquidity, which means things can pump even more, especially when you got trading volumes going through pump.tires, lifting up the volumes there and burning mechanisms, burning mechanisms. So it's pretty awesome to see that. So we could see some really things starting to move here as Richard Hart layers the cake to the magic carpet ride. Let's say the magic carpet ride cake. It's kind of cool. So I think there's some pretty positive things happening there. Let's have a look at gas prices. Gas prices have been pretty elevated on Pulsechain. It's definitely a signal of a more valuable chain, more values going through there. 2.8 million beats at the moment, 17 times cheaper than Ethereum at 1 Gwei. Ethereum's at 1 Gwei. So definitely we've seen elevated value there from the gas point of view. On the validators, 45,883 validators. So that looks like it's gone up a little bit there. Yeah, it's definitely gone up a couple hundred there. So people are taking notice of that higher fee being paid on Pulsechain, as well as the increased deflation of Pulsechain there as well. So it's kind of cool. The bridge at the moment, almost $119 million. So that's gone up, about 400,000 since yesterday, I think, something like that. So that's definitely lifted a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on that. That is the heartbeat of Pulsechain, the health check there. So not bad. Looking at volumes, we're at $57 million on volumes on Pulsechain. And of course, that's been lifted big time by Pump.tires, which Richard has been recently launched about a week ago. And we've got 385,000 transactions, so not bad there. And you can see, you have to look at the age now, because you got to look at what's been launched recently. A lot of these, of course, coming from Pump.tires platform, in which we've covered before. And they're definitely dominating some of the trending coins here on the last 6 hours. So definitely up there, James Jailstall here. Lots of funny names as well. And then we've got to go down a little bit here until we get down to like the first coin that's not from Pump Tires, which is ALGO. A year ago, that's up 4% today. And we've got 9mm, which is the number 2 DEX. 9mm at the moment up 3.8% at 5.6 cents, so not too bad there as well. So they're kind of ticking away. But I got to mention HEX, course, which is managing to be on the leaderboard the last couple of days. I'm expecting some good things for HEX moving into the future. We got 1.5% gain there, and incentive token 1.3. So that's kind of some of the long-term coins versus some of these pump-tired coins, which are just launched over the last 7 days, and you can see those sort of doing pretty well with the yield there at the moment. Got to be pretty picky on those. They are highly speculative, but everybody can launch their own coin over there, and many people have been making some pretty mad gains doing that. But just take note, speculative, and you got to know what you're doing with those coins. So just take that into account as well. Now, looking at the DEXs, PulseX is number 1, 9mm is number 2, and 9-inch is number 3, right? So those are the volumes. So PulseX volume at the moment, 53 mil. 9mm volumes, 2.2 million, and 9-inch at the moment is 1.3 million. Those are the big 3 DEXs. Now, I'm expecting some big moves, of course, from PUSD ALGO. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And, it's almost at 550,000, inclusive of bonuses for the sacrifice or contribution at the moment for PUSD ALGO. Now, you guys know that this is going to have a V3 DEX sitting behind it. So if we go to the swap mechanism here, this will probably be changed in the future, but this is going to have V3 DEX, and this could end up competing against 9mm 9-inch and potentially be the second biggest DEX behind Pulsechain. A lot of chance that could happen there. So we're very excited about where that will head. Also bullish for the Mafia game, could be integrated, certainly associated. So that would have Mafia token, Bullet token, HAL token when that comes to launch later on in the game. So that could be pretty exciting also, which is pretty neat. So just one moment, just going to close the door for a second. So that is coming in. So this could be huge. I'm pretty bullish about where this might head. And so, yeah, we're just continue to push for the PUSD algo. It's going to be arguably a proper 100% peg coin for the most part because of the magic source is the stability miners where people provide liquidity, and it's going to be full DeFi solution. This could be huge for the Pulsechain, right? So the sacrifice is open. Remember, 50 to 75% of this is going into the liquidity pools day one. So it's you're not people aren't going on Hawaiian holidays. It's going straight in there. Now, for every dollar you sacrifice or contribute, you get 20 algo, 200 flex, and 0.01 wrap PUSD. Now, algo means algorithmic, so it's the main coin. Flex is the reward token for using the platform. Whatever you do on there, you get paid some flex, and wrap PUSD is the reward token for staking and stuff. And at the moment, there's also, if you do inclusive of the referral bonus, which is 19%, you can get a link, get that link in the video description. And it's also scrolling down the bottom there on that pink line. If you do $1,000 inclusive of the referral bonus, so it's about $840 plus the referral bonus will get to 1,000. You get access to bonus X, which is up to 2X bonus. That's a random number. So you can definitely get that. Now, the only thing I would typically say is that this could be part of Jacob's ecosystem with Mafia game, which is the #1 GameFi, #1 metaverse, and #1 NFT marketplace on Pulsechain. So this could be, one of the top DeFis on Pulsechain as well, with the V3 DEX, with the stability miner giving a stable coin that's actually pegged to $1 pretty much by these stability miners, which perform better on the testnet with the live testnet than Coasted and liquidity forks like Liquid Loans and PowerCity. So I'm pretty optimistic about where this will go. Also, there's a number of ways of earning on the protocol as well, which is pretty cool. So you got the earn page there, you can earn. You got the stake page as well, where you can earn as well. And of course, the stability miner providing liquidity there. So pretty excited where this is going to head. Now, this is obviously the first UI. We're looking forward to upgrades here. And of course, the docs have been updated. So if you want to get extra information, check out the documents here and also watch the videos that I did with Jacob about a year ago on all the different features here on the website. So there's plenty of material there. I am expecting some updates and some changes as Jacob's ecosystem has evolved. So we'll get to that in a minute. Just one moment. I'll just got to pause the video again, and I'll get back to you guys just a moment. Well, I've never had so many interruptions in a live show, but I had someone come here that was doing some work, so I had to deal with that too while the live show's on. So there we go. So this is exciting stuff. So let's see where this heads. It's going to be pretty amazing. Is it going to be integrated into Mafia game? Is it going to be standalone? There's definitely going to be some association with the swapping the V3 DEX. So I'm excited about where that's all going to head. Now, if you want to participate in that, you can definitely check out, get the 90% referral bonus. It's going to be a big deal there. I always like to go to accounts that are pretty close. Like this account here, they did $1,000 contribution or sacrifice, and of course it was they used no referral code. They got no referral, which you don't want to do that. So use the one in the video description for that. You get 19% up the top there. It's a great number. And of course, if you do inclusive of the referral bonus up over 1,000, you get access to the second bonus, which is massive, potentially between 1.01 and 2x. It's a random number, so no one knows what you're going to get, but you can sort of see some of the numbers here. Now, back at the beginning, the actual multiplier used to be higher. Remember, it was 1.5 to 2, so that's been widened. So you just don't know what you're going to get there, but it's definitely going to give you more than what you otherwise get if you do get to that 1,000 number. Now, the only thing I was going to say is you need to be patient with the timeline, but we do know that the Signum Oracle, which is important for this in terms of price calls, it's going to be the first Oracle on Pulsechain. That is expected to launch on the week of the 17th of February. So that's the third week of the month there. We're expecting the Signum Oracle launch. If that is smooth and the reporting is going well on the Oracle, then Jacob will pronounce the updated roadmap for PUSD ALGO and the plan, basically the plan of action. He was certainly very bullish a couple of weeks ago in January about moving forward with this project. Now, hopefully we'll get a lot more details there. So just once again, this is pretty exciting. You got time to check out the details. And like I say, this could end up being a much bigger project than people think on, competing, getting in possibly between PulseX and 9mm in terms of volume. I'm excited about where this is going to head. Now, we do know there's a lot of marketing coming up for Mafia, and of course, that's going to be sustained in the game. And of course, that should benefit PUSD ALGO as well. So check that out. I'm very excited about where this is going to head. Now, that's sort of the summary for Pulsechain. Let's quickly see if we've got any more chats, comments there. No more comments. So we're going to move on to TitanX. TitanX, man, it has had X28 Omnichain launch about a day and a half ago. So a day and a half ago it launched, and so far, how much X28 has gone over to base chain. Remember, Omnichain just means that the supply of TitanX is being distributed across chains, not being duplicated. It's being distributed. So that means that there's only one supply. It's on Ethereum, but it's being shifted over using layer 0 bridge technology to the other chain. So this is actually TitanX from Ethereum. It's not TitanX being duplicated over on base chain. So at the moment, X28, which is the Omnichain version of TitanX, is 191 billion has gone over there so far. Now, the only protocol that's launched at the same time as the X28 or TitanX when Omnichain is Uranus, and that is ticking away there on day. It's got an 8-day auction. It's got 6 days and 16 hours to go there. I don't believe the token is actually trading yet. If I remember, the token address is down the bottom there, but I don't know if that's trading. I haven't seen that trading yet, but that is what we're ticking away there on base chain. So pretty cool. Already got a protocol. We're expecting 3 or 4 more other protocols to launch. Some of them are going to be bigger than others, and we'll hopefully garner some attention there. I know that there's also going to be some marketing coming up from all the influencers and founders. They're going to be doing some marketing on X, so you might be able to win some mad amount of crypto doing that by promoting TitanX X28. So definitely look out for that. I think Mo is heading it up with quite a few other people in the community. So keep a lookout for that. If you want some free crypto and you've got some, promotional announce there on X, then definitely check that one out. Now, at the moment, TitanX taking a little bit of a breather. We're down 7.4% at the moment after that X28 launch or Omnichain launch. Let's quickly look at TitanX and have a look at how it's performing against Ethereum. With Ethereum, they're dropping a little bit there. So here's the price there. We had a nice little rally. We bounced off 6 zeros, 2,940. We had a nice little rally up to 4,182. And we've just dropped back down to 6 zeros, 3,600 at the moment. Now, we obviously want to, defend a certain line, but let's have a look at the ratio to Ethereum. As you guys know, I've been watching these blue lines. At the moment, it's kind of playing out like the mid-range outcome here. We had a low, this is the low outcome, this blue one. That was kind of the median one there at 1,500. And in the high one where it was 1,700. Now, it managed to get just over the median one there. And, if it came back and tested 1,300, the first level, that'd be pretty bullish. So looking forward to that. Obviously, we're trying to switch to an uptrend now. This is the ratio of TitanX to Ethereum. And so, if we can bounce off 1,300, that'd be very, very nice indeed. Doesn't mean you have to tap it, but bounce off that and start heading up for wave 3, right? The big uptrend there, wave 3. So kind of cool. The more protocols we have launch on X28, the better. I think it's going to be pretty important for that. So far, ticking away there in a nice little place to pick up some of this TitanX /X28. The other thing that we saw is that people were selling back down X28 into TitanX. So we saw the ratio go from 1.01 to 0.99. That's the ratio at the moment, which suggests that people were possibly looking. The only thing I could think of is people were possibly looking to shift into Ouroborus, which is the lending platform expected to launch. If you can think of any other reasons, let me know. But I think that's probably the reason for that, because that had been pretty much going up to 1.01. Now, I figured that if it ever got up to like 1.03 or something like that, we could see a lot of Titan just routing through just for the arbitrage opportunity there. Just a profitable arbitrage opportunity there. So we'll see how that goes. So keep a lookout for that ratio. Now, the other thing, of course, is Shogun. I have a feeling Shogun might be going Omnichain with the existing supply. We'll see. A question mark over that, right? Question mark over there. But Shogun may very well be doing that. The other thing is it's been holding up pretty well, right? It's down 2.6%, and it's doing about $36,000 at the moment in volume, and so that creates fees. That fees help buy and burn Shogun. So it's been pretty neat there. That's ticking away there. So not bad price actually. Before it run away, hasn't had a runaway yet. Let's have a quick look at Shogun. Just have a look at that chart. And we're going to go to the daily on this one. And let's do log on that. So that is the log. That's the chart there. So just got a nice little sideways channel at the moment, getting that support. So when this goes, it's going to go very nicely. And hey, look, it may go Omnichain. Let's see. I don't know what Jake's got up his sleeve there. I know all I know is that he liked some things that indicated that it was possibly having some Omnichain activity. So keep a lookout for that. Now remember, it's got buy and burn from the perpetual auction. It's also got fees from the 8% fees from the trading volume. So it's got two mechanisms there, which helps keep the price up really. And of course, once it runs away, it's going to be pretty cool. So if we can see some Omnichain action, that would even spur it on even more. So keep a lookout for that. It's also paired with X28, which has gone Omnichain, right? So that might help lift the value too, and maybe get a runaway in the price at some stage. But nice sideways channel at the moment. Looks like the bottom is in for the time being. So let's see if it can break this level here of 2300th of a penny. That's kind of the play. Very excited. Like at the moment, you can also see it in the X28 ratio, right? So Shogun X28, 5,877. So we had a nice little rise here. Definitely want to beat out 6,400. And man, game on here for this as well. So keep a lookout for that for Shogun. Not bad. Hyper has had a good day in the office the last couple of days, doing some nice things, down 6% today, but 2.22 Titan X per one Hyper. I'm really liking Hyper and Hydra. The mine is essentially pretty much out over the next few days, and these are both looking pretty good. I was supposed to pull up the charts for those who haven't done that, but Hyper and Hydra, and of course those buy and burns could help lift Titan X ecosystem altogether as well. And once you get all those miners out, then it's just burn, baby, burn. Vault, of course, has got the big roadmap. Vault staking coming out any day soon. And of course, that's going to add a little bit of additional aspect to that. About 25K in the main peer, probably another 5-10K in the other peers, my guess. So probably doing 30-35K in volume. And remember, it's on 1% pool, so 1% of that's going to go to the fees for the Vault staking. Yeah, it's down a little bit there. Now, the other thing bigger coming up is Bitcoin Genie, and you guys know I'm hyper bullish about Bitcoin Genie. I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm really liking the fact that Stevie D is pushing DeFi 3.0, and this is coming up. Now, it's going to have Bitcoin collateral. It's also going to be buying Vault and putting it into the perpetual auction, feeding that as well. So Vault at the moment has the perpetual auction, but it also has a liquidity wallet which has a decent amount of Vault in it that keeps topping up the perpetual auction. So having another major protocol, which I think the Bitcoin Genie will be, is going to be pretty bullish. So we're going to have more staking with the Vault stake, Thunder staking coming soon. That's going to be like a supply sync, may give a bit of buying power, but when Genie comes in, it's going to be, I think, pretty major. I think Genie's going to be pretty sought after. That is DeFi 3.0, really pushing the boundaries of buy-side tokenomics and sustainability. So let's see where that goes. It's got end dates to that project. So that's pretty cool. What else we got going? I'm going to try and have Stevie D on the live stream to talk about that when it comes up. So stay tuned. It's gone into audits for the Bitcoin Genie, and the UI is finished. The white paper is basically finished. So cool. We'll get that soon. What else is pretty good? Milford's had a kind of a good day yesterday. Still up 1.6%. And of course, that's from Brandon, formerly Rags to Riches, doing pretty well there. 0.33 ratio to Dragon X at the moment. What else is looking interesting? Let's keep going. Matrix was up yesterday, but it's down 15% today. Yeah, Tink Farm there at the moment sitting at 8.8 cents. So yeah, all-time low. But I think the farms are going to base chain. So we're going to have Tink Farm on base chain, probably Tink Farm on Pulsechain from Eric at Dragon X. So keep a lookout for that, because I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Once we get an uptrend for Titan X as well, that's also going to feed the Tink farms, and it's all self-fulfilling, right? So we're also seeing Ouroborus stablecoin added to that mix there with X28 Titan X, and expect more from Ouroborus lending in the Tink farm in the next couple of days, right? So it's going to be very important. Speaking of Ouroborus, it is at 9 cents. So this is the big lending platform, down 17% today, but the countdown is on the website, so you can go check that out. So if you go, I think it's going to the mint page, so the USDX minter, and I think that's where you do it. You can connect a wallet, and there's a countdown there, I believe. So check that out. Countdown is on for the launch of the stablecoin and lending platform. Pretty cool. What else? Let's see what is coming up there. Eden is up 7%. Nice little move there. Turbo down 27%. Turbo had a great day yesterday. Down today. So we'll have a quick look at Turbo and see what that's like. Now the burn on Turbo is 52%. So we got 3 top burn tokens at the moment, excluding liquidity, LP pools, and things like that, because that changes the order a bit. But we've got Inferno, we've got Viper, and we've got Turbo, both with all burns over 50%. So 54, 54, 52% respectively. So yeah, we had a nice little pump, and actually a pretty good green day for 5 days here on Turbo. Got up to 7,500, 7,500, just down at 5,300 at the moment. So that is where Turbo is at. What else we got further afield? Ascend here. So Ascend pretty well. Now remember, these are the last 3 tokens that have launched. So BFX launched on Bonfire. That was on X28. So nice to see more demand for X28 there. That's down 8%. But Ascend there is benefited Titan Farms. So really the first project on Titan Farms there, and that is up 13% at the moment. So nice little move there in Ascend. In fact, let's jump into this chart, have a quick look at how that's performing for Titan Farms here. Look at that. Actually, that's doing pretty well. Look at that. Whoa. That has bounced off quadruple 05200 and has made nice gains up to 0002 1,100. So really good gains on there. Oh boy, isn't that cool? So there is money to be made here, 300% in the last 4 days. So some pretty mad gains there on the old Ascendant there. And of course, let's have a look at the stats on the old Ascendant. And we can see that it's got all the auctions, got the buy and burn, etc. And let's go to the stat page. We can see the buy and burn at 9.27%, NFT backing at 35.9% there. The liquid Ascend is 25% supply, and the Ascendant Pride there is 29%. So pretty cool. We got obviously minting, which has got this cool NFT, and they're backed, right, with the tokens. We got the payout pool there. With the global lock tokens NFTs, 481 million. Ascendant is locked up. A global NFT rewards paid, 1 billion Dragon X, etc. And then the reward claim if you're part of that. So got 8-day cycle, 28-day cycle, and 90-day cycles in there as well with the rewards. What else? Buy and burn. Let's see how much of that's got in it. It's got 96 billion Titan X in there. Burn pressure is about 4,500. So that's probably helping that chart quite a bit that we looked at. So definitely something worth checking out there. The old Ascendant, and of course it benefits Tink Farm there too, doesn't it? Which is kind of neat. In fact, do we have that on the stats? I don't know if we did. It's also tradable on the marketplace, and yeah, I don't know if we had it on the stats. Did we? Is the stats there? Pride balance, Ascendant balance. Yeah, Titan X sent to Tink. So $49,000 worth of Titan X has been sent to Tink there. 137 billion Titan X. So that's definitely contributing there. You can read it on the docs as well. The docs is over here if you want to find out more information down the bottom, and all the contract details there. So that's pretty cool. Uranus, of course, the first project to launch on X28. Expecting at least 3 or 4 others coming pretty quickly, and to make some noise over there on base chain, attract the big base chain users. So need a big chart to do that. So once we get a big green chart and maybe some of the influences and all that, that'd be pretty exciting. Yeah, USDX is the next big thing to launch. Countdown is on, so you can definitely check that on the website. and maybe we'll have a look at that tomorrow. Other than that, I'm hyper bullish about Genie Bitcoin coming. Hyper bullish about Vault staking. I think that's going to be a nice contribution to the Vault ecosystem. And yeah, Taurus coming up as well from cryptographics Q1. So you know, we're halfway through almost Q1. So maybe expect that in the next 6 weeks, and we shall see. So that's kind of cool on that one. Yeah, like I say, let's have a look at the amount of X28 over on base chain. 92.5 billion X28. So that's not bad actually, given the fact that there's only Uranus at the moment over there. And once we get some big users, watch this number grow into the billions. Sorry, trillions, into the trillions. 192.5 billion at the moment. I watch they get up to billion or more. So pretty cool. So nice stuff happening there. Let's have a look actually. Titan. Actually, let's go Titan Hub. I just want to look at the Titan X supply. We'll have a quick look at that. Titan X supply is at just under 98.5 trillion, so 43.92% supply over there. And looking at X28, the supply X28 is, let's go have a look at that, is a 2,367,000,000, and the burn at the moment is looking pretty good. So the burn is massive, right? So that's a big red amount there. So yeah, 8.84% is liquid at the moment on X28. And the bridge, if you want to get to the bridge, there's the bridge there, and that bridge is over to base chain, and apparently it's flawless and works smooth. So well done to Jake Sharp on that one. Another win for Jake Sharp. Yeah, pretty awesome. Now Vault at the moment, I'm talking about a lot there. Vault at the moment, 44.11% of Vault is bought up and burned. Not bad there as all. So that's going very well. Not many tokens left either. The other thing is I wanted to look at Inferno actually. Inferno? Yeah, Inferno back here. Inferno burn is one of the two top burns. So if you exclude LPs and other things like that, it's doing pretty well. And that's at 55% of Inferno is burned there. So that might actually just have sneak peeked the leader there. Because if we go to Viper, Viper's at 54 as well, is it? I think it is. Let's see, 54.23. So probably just sitting just behind Inferno. I'm not sure what the rounding was Inferno, but pretty close is Viper, 54.23. The auction is where's the auction there? I've got 11,000 in there, or 9 million Viper in there, plus the old classic has got a little bit. That is taken away. And then finally, Turbo, we're going to look at that. I mean, there's lots of other buy and burn percentages, but these are some of the leaders. These are all Stevie D products there. 52.58, so it's not far behind, is it? But the other one's at 54. So yeah, definitely burning through, and the ROI is pretty there. We've got 17 million, almost 18 million Turbo there in the treasury. Boom. Yeah, some cool things happening in the ecosystem. So how many projects up and running? 34, and the first one on base. So not bad. So that is some of the highlights there. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. That is our update. So Trump Super Bowl, man, it's positive. Just win after win after win, moving at 100 miles an hour. There's the old Trump administration. And man, every country in the West wish they had a Trump. Some countries do. There's a few countries that do. I'm thinking of Poland. Thinking of, to some degree, Italy, possibly France. If France is going to be saved. France is in a very difficult position because it's sort of split three ways, right? So it's very difficult. But if Le Pen can manage to somehow win against the corrupt establishment, that'd be a game changer. Yeah, and Germany with the AfD needs to win, right? Needs to get into power. I think they're ranked number 2 at the moment. That'd be pretty cool. So, man, we could really turn things around. Now, Australia and New Zealand, we've got idiots running the place on both sides of the aisle. So we're pretty screwed, and they're doing some bad stuff. So hopefully Trump can put some pressure and get us doing the right things. That'd be very cool. Wookie says Super Bowl has kicked off. No, surely not. I thought it was in 3.5 hours. It's on the time frame Eastern, so I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I don't think so. Never eat soggy Weetabix. Maybe you're right. Maybe it has. Let me double check. Let me double check. 6:30. Oh, you are right. You are right. Yeah. Okay. It is Eastern time. That's right. So that is right. It's kicked off. So yeah, go watch the Super Bowl if you're keen. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. 45 minutes on the hour. I'll catch you guys in Discord. Links in the video description. If you're enjoying Strategy Club, that's $35 a month as well. We're passing intel through there all the time on some of your favorite cryptos. And if you want to get into PUSD Algo with some patience, check it out, all the details. And you can get a 90% referral bonus there in the video description and start winning straight away there. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody, and bye for now. See you in the next one.